Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome back to my Sekiro Let's Play. So, we have Makita counter, and we pretty much have everything we need, and now we're just going to continue through the Hirata Estate and see how far we can get. Shinobi Hunter should be a lot easier now, because we do have the tools necessary in order to kill him. And, well, hopefully we won't, shot for shot and get murdered again. Again, most of these enemies here are not really worth our time. They're fun to kill, I'm not going to lie. One of the greatest things about Sekiro is literally just running through and just destroying everybody. Here you can see that I'm actually using the axe that we just got, because again, break the shields, they pretty much instant stagger, and they're really easy to kill. And then we're just going to backstab. Never mind, backstab doesn't work. Oh god, oh please, not like this. You'll notice that I got the burn meter going on right there, which means that when it fills up, just like, any regular Souls game, like, for instance, Poison or Terror, Curse, all that stuff, when it fills up, you get whatever the status effect is. So for burn, obviously, you're on fire and you take damage over time. And unfortunately, this archer is being a huge dingus and refuses to be my friend, because I don't really want to trigger Shinobi Hunter just yet. I'd prefer killing the archer again like I did previously. The only reason I'm really worried about this and want to make sure that I kill the archer before I go in for Shinobi Hunter and for the stealth kill for the first bar of the Shinobi Hunter is because right to my right, up the stairs, there are two enemies there, and there's a relatively high likelihood that I will aggro them and they'll come charging down to come get me. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, see there where they are. But it is annoying, and it's much better to just, not have to worry about them and hopefully kill him as fast as possible before they come at me. Unfortunately, that's not super the case. Also, I failed at Mikiri countering there, and oh gosh, I'm on the run. Not ideal. I will openly admit that my greatest weakness when it comes to Sekiro and fighting is that I'm just overall bad at fighting multiple people at the same time. And we killed Shinobi Hunter. Bam, he's dead forever. Good. Easy peasy. We should get a prayer bead. Yeah, there it is. Good. Now, the way prayer beads work is there is a set amount of them in the game. I don't think you can get them all in one playthrough, because you essentially get them each from a mini-boss drop. And I think there are some restricted mini-bosses. Don't quote me on that, you might be able to get them all in the first playthrough, but if you do go for the bad ending, where you end early, then you can't, because there's a lot of mini-bosses that appear after that point, where if you end the game early, which we're not going to do, then you can't. So I think you can get them all in your first playthrough, but I'm going to be 100% honest, I don't have it memorized, I don't know where they all are. I'm just going to run through, get as many as I possibly can, and hopefully that should be enough for us. The way prayer beads work is every 4 prayer beads you get, you can then turn it in at a sculpting idol, and from there it will increase your posture and vitality bar. So health, obviously, very important. Especially because, as you can see, our health bar right now is really small. Again, that's the main issue with why when you're playing Sekiro and when people are playing it and they think the game is really hard, because, let's be honest, it is hard. The early bosses do a lot of damage to you. There's not much room for mistakes, because, again, as we saw with the ogre, one grab can take off 90% of your health and then you're in trouble. Also, so here's the pagoda that the merchant that we talked to gave us warning about, and it has one of these ninja guys guarding it. This is just a nameless mob. He's not actually very important, as in he's not named, and for this early in the game, he is incredibly difficult to handle. Just because so many of his attacks will just straight on destroy your posture bar, which, as you can see, my biggest gripe for this enemy type, if we're going to talk about it, is generally the way combat works. If you're doing ideal combat, is you will do, for example, 3 hits, which you will block all 3, and then you get that loud ting sound, which means that they have perfect parried your attack, and now they're going to go on the attack, and then you should perfect parry in response, etc., etc. Unfortunately, with this enemy, for some bizarre reason, and I think it's just the way that the combat animations work, you can get into a situation where the third attack that he does is a kick, And that kick that he can do, not this kick, because it's easy to Mikiri counter, except I can't see because of the camera, and I die. Perfect. But it's just like a regular kick that he does. And instead of what should be happening, which is you still go for the attack, and then he stops his own attack and parries, instead your attack is not going to hit him. Like, the hitbox isn't there, because you're too far to your right. And so he still does the kick. The kick still hits you. But just from the way combat for every other enemy works, if you're playing normally, they should, either get hit by said attack or they would parry it. But instead, it doesn't happen. And it's slightly annoying. But yeah, also I got Unseen Aid there. One big thing that happens is Dragonrot, which is when NPCs are going to be... Oh dear, that was a really bad start. Oh dear. But NPCs get, sick. It's a quest in the game. And the more times you die, the higher the likelihood of NPCs getting sick. But there's a chance every time you die that you somehow get Unseen Aid, they call it. And when Unseen Aid happens, instead of losing half of your money and half of your skill points that you've accumulated, you save them all. Also, oh dear, oh that's so close, I'm almost dead. Scary Canary. Now, see that kick right there. If you saw the combat encounter, if we're gonna call it that, it was going really well. You had parry, then he perfect parried, and then I counter parried again, and then I went back into the attacks, which should have been him parrying again. But because of the way that kick hitbox works, it just kind of like scoots around you and hits you, and you can't really do much about it. Slightly annoying, because I don't think it's... The only reason I say it's annoying is because I don't think it's intended. It's possible I'm wrong in that they literally designed it that way, that this one enemy in the game has a completely different rule set in regards to that. But I feel like it's just a slight oversight, because it's not the end of the world, but it is a bit annoying when you get hit by something like that. So, we killed him, and we got the super secret Shinobi prosthetic. I'm not going to use it. And, oh dear, come on, please let me jump. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run back to a sculpture idol. I'm going to rest, because I literally have no health and no healing gourds. So they are very important. So I'm going to heal, and then we're just going to rush right back up. It's only a slight detour, and honestly, there is the chance that I could make it to the next sculpture idol with no problem, but I'm not going to risk it. Generally, it's best not to risk in this game. Because why not just rest and, come back with a full health bar? I don't know. You tell me. So we're going to look at what our special skills are. For me personally, I always tend to prioritize the yellow ones. Now, obviously, Mikiri counter is the one exception for that, when you want to get it as fast as possible. But generally, I like yellows because yellows give you passive power-ups, so you don't have to, do any memorization or anything. Just having those will just passively help you throughout the entire game. So the one I'm going to try to rush right now is going to be increasing the amount of healing that my gourds do. Because chances are, and I mean, it's not chances are, what will happen... Oh, wait.
崖沿いに進み、霊園から回り込め。さすれば抜け道が。わかりました。狼よ、忍びの掟は忘れておらぬな。はい。主は絶対狼よ、命を落としてお守りするのじゃ。
So, as I was saying, what will happen is I will be using more healing gourds than I would ever use any special sword attack or ninjutsu or whatever combat things they have for me. So it's best to get that upgrade as fast as possible. Now, we just came across our father. If you recall from the opening cutscene, he is the one who took us off that battlefield all those years ago and trained us. And unfortunately, it seems that he has now died. We still don't know who exactly has orchestrated this attack on the temple, or sorry, on the Hirata Estate. It's burning all around us, fire all around. Someone has murdered our dad, who we assume was a strong shinobi. So we don't know who's that person is, and he has given us the hidden temple key. And that hidden temple key is there in order to make sure that we can get in and save our master, Kuro, the divine heir, as they call him. The one with the power of the hidden dragon blood. So luckily, these guys here are facing the wrong direction because they think that they can just kill anyone trying to flee, so good. But we are Super Ninja Man, and we're just going to murder everyone because that's how we roll. Now there is actually a path further back before you get to the cave where you can go down, and there are 2 shinobi hunters there. But honestly, any of the items that they do have are just not worth our time. They're not going to help us in any way, so there's no point really running and getting it. But we've now bypassed that one flaming area, and we're now inside the main estate path. And here's where things get really dangerous. Because if you are not aware, there are a metric butt ton of enemies right in front of us. So we're just going to try to avoid them as much as possible. And I immediately fall down, and they all see me. So good job me, and let's just run away. When in doubt, run away. I've already said it. My greatest weakness is I'm bad at fighting multiple enemies at once. So we're just going to run over here, fight some dudes. Now, directly to the right of us is another mini-boss. I believe it's... Is it Juzou the Drunkard? It might be. Someone the Drunkard. I don't know if it is Juzou, and if it is Juzou, then that is the Lord Juzou that they've talked about in all those eavesdrop conversations, like when we got the axe, and also just now in the cave. Problem with the Drunkard is that there are a lot of enemies around him, and they have archers, and they have shield enemies, and I've already mentioned I'm really weak to multiple enemies. Yeah, so it is Juzou, so he's the leader of the bandits. So, initial goal here is to just run forward and try to kill as many of the small fry as possible. Oh dear, it's not gonna... Oh man. Am I scared? Yes, the answer is yes, I'm scared. Just, I want to get all these... Oh crap, that's 100% my fault. I should have gone to the axe there and I forgot, so I just took damage for no reason. I'm only slightly surrounded as he swings his giant sword at me. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I don't want to. No, thank you. Ow. Oh, now I'm gonna be on fire. Oh dear. Yeah. I'm really bad at multiple enemies. Okay, good. One more down. Hey, Juzou, please leave me alone. I just want to murder all of your helpers and then try to fight you. That forgot to switch back to shurikens. Oh man, I deserve that. Ah, gosh. Can you tell I rarely use shinobi prosthetics? Oh, gosh. Please don't. Thank you. Okay. Oh! That was a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay. We're okay. There's only one left. We can do this. I have faith in me. I don't know. I don't want to shot for shot you. Please stop. Hello, sir. Haha. Unfortunately, we didn't get to enjoy that great conversation because I need his help to distract him while I try to deal with this. So that samurai over there, whoever he is, has decided to come in and try to help us with this fight. And oh gosh, I did the wrong thing there. I openly admit I don't speak Japanese. I can't read Japanese. I can't read kanji. I assume it's kanji. So we get that red. Oh, it's spitting poison at me. So yeah, you see that red. I guess it's a kanji sign that shows up. And there's two types of attacks. There's the lunge attacks, which I can make here counter, and then there's the horizontal side swings. Oh my gosh, he killed me. What a dink.
物資殿には会われましたか？
俺は。
はい。我が師道元より聞いたことがあります。龍院は海星の力を授けることができる。しかしそれは常ならぬ力。繰り返せばやがてよどみがあふれ、関わった者に病として降りかかる。その病を竜害と呼ぶと知りながらそれを止められなかったは私の不明です。すみません。
その竜害を治す術は？
わかりません。ですが突き止めねば。まずは死の残した記録を当たってみます。
頼む。
では。
But yeah, there's also the horizontal side swings that you have to jump over, and I don't know if the kanji for them is different. But we'll deal with all this stuff later. For now, we're just gonna go off and fight the ogre, and I'll see you in the next one.